Today I want to talk to you guys about what I'm doing to calm my nerves when I'm super triggered and after having a very heated disagreement. So let's go through a couple things that I do. Right now I'm burning some sage just to clear the air, clear my vibes, and just help me focus. I have this little horsey. What I'm gonna do is get my notebook and pen and list all the problems and all the things. I'm gonna recap the argument. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to pretty much analyze what started the argument, the disagreement. We're gonna analyze what started the disagreement, why I personally think it got to the point that it did, the trigger points that I had in the disagreement, and how I can address it moving forward. And then I'm going to write down some of the things that I want to revisit with my partner about the disagreement and how we're going to move forward with it, so that we can revisit this conversation in a more peaceful, understanding way, and both of our needs and both of us can leave with a clear understanding, because we did not leave with a clear understanding. It's pretty much the disagreement got to a point that we couldn't communicate, so I walked away, he walked away, and the problem was not resolved. We cannot leave it unresolved, so I have to find another way to come back to it in a more peaceful resolution. So by doing that, I have to come and evaluate what happened and evaluate what was going on so that I can revisit it. So I'm gonna do that by just writing it down and figuring it out. So let me repeat it. So I set the mood to just open my mind, open the spirit, fresh the air around me, because I'm frustrated and I need to calm myself down. Because of the things that I've been through, I get very triggered, I get very hot-headed, and I'm learning to be calm. Instead of reacting, I walk away. I don't allow my heart to race. I don't allow myself to get angry. If I feel that that is coming, I walk away, because nothing get resolved in the heat of anger. You say things, you do things that doesn't serve you or the person that you're talking to, or it doesn't solve the problem. So I learned to walk away. So that's what I did. I walked away, and I'm coming here, my room, to find a solution instead of anger, because anger solves nothing. Frustration. So it's a lot of things that he said that triggered me, things that I thought I was over, things that I thought that he was over, but it's not. So it's time to work through that and get an understanding of why it still triggers me, and why did he feel like he needs to continue to say that if it's not a problem, if it's a problem that we need to resolve. So that's what I'm doing. So step one, get in a comfortable mindset, a comfortable space, a calm space. Calm yourself. If that be me, I like to write, I like to journal. That could be breathing for you, that could be meditating to you, for you that could be taking a walk. My room is my safe space, so I like to come in my room, burn my sage or burn the candle, and I usually will turn the music on, but I'm talking to you guys, so when I finish talking to you guys, I will turn the music on. Then I'm going to write down the argument, the points that he said about me, the points that I think about him, the triggers that I had. Then I'm going to write down the questions that I have, that I want to revisit with him, a discussion that we need to have. And then I'm going to allow him to speak, and then I'm going to come back here and I'm going to write his response to it and see how we can coexist moving forward and we can get this problem solved. I hope that makes sense. And before I go see him, I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to renew myself. New energy, new me, new person. So I hope to help you. It's just like a little thing to do to reboot after a disagreement so that you can come back in a more positive, more insightful way so that you can actually resolve the issue instead of just letting it linger and let it just like fizzle out. I don't really want it to fizzle out. I really want to resolve the problem, because if it doesn't resolve, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back even more intense. So we definitely don't want that. So this is what I wanted to come to you guys today, and just something that's really going on with me. And if you want to know what the disagreement was about, it seemed like it was small, but to me it wasn't. I was cooking dinner, and my 6-year-old wanted something to eat, and I was like, no, I'm cooking dinner. She can wait. He was like, well, she doesn't want what you're cooking. I'm like, well, she does want what I'm cooking because she's asking for the same exact thing. She wanted some ramen noodles, and I was cooking chicken noodle soup. Same exact thing, but mine had veggies and chicken in it. I'm like, oh, she can wait because it's the same exact thing. It's almost finished. She can just 20 more minutes. She didn't want to wait, and he was pretty much was like, I don't understand why she can't have it. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense for her to have it. And Shorty went up in the cabinet and got her noodles and put it on the table like she was gonna eat it. And I was like, who making those? Because I'm not making those. And I looked at him like, you making those? And he was like, no, I never said that. But to be honest, I'm on her side. I'm like, you on her side? That don't make sense to me. That don't make not a goddamn sense to me. He's like, well, I just don't understand how she can't have what she want to eat. I'm like, because what she want to eat is what I'm cooking, and she could just pretty much wait. And the problem wasn't the food, her having the noodles, it was the timing that she was asking for the noodles, is what I was trying to explain to him. And then the other problem that came up is that he sided with her against me in front of her. He could disagree with me, no problem. But siding against her in front of me gives her power and take away from power from our unity. And because of that, that pissed me off. And it went left. He didn't understand why it went left. And I kept trying to explain it, and he didn't understand, because he's like, I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't give her the noodles. You the one that went crazy. And then I'm like, it just went. We started talking about stuff that wasn't even about the noodles anymore. Talk about things that it mattered, but not in the moment, because we shifted from the specific topic to now the things that was wrong around us. So those are things that I have to address, because noodles, dinner surface 10 other differences that we have not been addressing. So instead of letting those 10 other issues linger, it's time to address them. And I'm going to write down each one of them. And then we're going to figure out how to navigate them so that they're no longer lingering. Because like I said, when you think things fizz off, they don't fizz off. So it's time to come to a solution. Co-parenting, understanding, coming together and really coexisting. I mean, so about to figure that out. So my notebook almost filled. I needed this. So that's it. I just wanted to come give you some insight, some help, some things that you may be going through, or challenges that you may be facing in your healing journey and interacting with people and still getting those triggers and stuff like that. And please just resolve. Look, like I said, I was cooking dinner. I was getting my life together. Okay? Bye-bye, my beautiful sister. Until next time, I hope you can use this advice. Bye-bye.